Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm just going to run over some of my favourite manicure essentials, so just things that I use pretty much every time I do a manicure, my favourite top and base coats and some other tools that I have. So my favourite base coat to use is Orly's Polish Bond. This one is really good. It's a rubberized base coat, so it means that the polish will stick on really nicely and it'll last a really long time, or at least it does on me. It's a really nice one, it goes on really easy, it's quite thin and it dries really quickly, so I really love that one. Another base coat that I've been using a bit lately, which I really like, is C&D Sticky. This one is similar, it's like a sticky bonder base coat similar to the Orly Polish Bond, but I just haven't had this one as long, but I'm really enjoying the results that I'm getting from this one. If I'm swatching, if I don't care if my nail polish lasts long, or if I'm doing a really complicated design that I want to peel off and keep later on to look back on, then I use the Ready for Takeoff Peel Off Base Coat. Most of you have probably heard of this one, it's a really good one. It peels off really nicely, really easily, and it's not gluey or sticky on the nails, it just pops right off. The only problem that I have with it is that I don't find that I can make it last very long at all. Some people say that it pretty much stays put for them until they decide to take it off, but I always find that it pops off within a couple of days, so I only use this one for swatching or when I don't care about my polish lasting. So my favourite top coat is Jordana Quick Shine Top Coat. I've heard a lot about Seche Vite and other bigger brands top coats. I find that this Jordana Quick Shine works pretty much the same as the Seche Vite for me, and for me being in New Zealand and Seche not really being a company that has much of a presence here, it cost me quite a lot to buy Seche online, at least $10 or so, and this one is sort of $3 to $4.50 depending on where you find it, but it's a lot cheaper, it's a lot more affordable, and it works really well. It's thick and glossy, you can put on a thick coat and it dries quickly, and I just really like this one, it's my favourite. Some of my other favourite tools include this little guy, which is, I don't know if you can see that, but he's a little claw device that you can use for picking up your cotton buds, your cotton balls, when you're taking your nail polish off, for removing your manicure without smudging the polish on the hand that you're using to remove it. So that's a really cool little tool there, and I just got this one online from Born Pretty store. These are my favourite little clippers for hangnails and broken nails. I try not to clip my nails much unless I'm gonna file them after because it can damage the nails, but I really love these ones. They've got like a straight edge rather than the curved edge that you'll find in most traditional nail clippers, and I find that I've got really good control of them because of how big the handles are, and you can really get right into the edges and get little hangnails and problem bits out easily without mucking up the rest of your nails. Every now and again I'll do a full manicure and remove my cuticles as well, and when I'm doing that I really like to use this little tool. I know a lot of people say that they don't like using the metal tools, they think that they're harsh on the nails, but I honestly don't find that, as long as you don't dig in too much. I don't use this sharp little end much unless I've got really stubborn bits of cuticle, but mainly this little scoop end here I find just fits really nicely around my cuticle, pushes it all back, and it doesn't damage my nails as long as I'm not digging in really hard or anything like that. So I just find that a lot more efficient than using a wooden stick, an orange stick or something like that. Speaking of orange sticks though, I find them fantastic to clean up around manicures. I do use them a lot, I've got a ton of them. These ones are all in various states of being used, but I've got a ton of fresh ones as backup as well. So these ones are really good for just if you get any polish on your cuticles, you can just sort of run it along the cuticle and break that seal so that your polish lasts longer. I do also use it sometimes if I've just got a little bit of stubborn cuticle that I don't want to risk putting the little metal tool into. I can use this, it's a lot softer and a lot easier on my nails. For cleanup I also like to use a little angled brush like this. So this one is from Nailed@NZ. I don't believe she sells these anymore, but I did pick these up. I think it was actually when she was sort of getting rid of her last stock. So I really like these ones. It's got a really nice little angle. I find it really easy to tidy up as well if any of the little bristles get out of whack, if they're getting really bent and horrible and they're not going where I want them to go. I also find this really useful to just get in really tightly and clip them down without accidentally clipping off all of the bristles of my brush. To use this I just dip it in some acetone polish remover and just go in around the cuticle as needed. This is my favourite little set of tweezers. They've got a really sharp little tip, which is great. So I use these if there's like a bit of cuticle that doesn't want to come off, that I don't want to dig into because it doesn't need it, and I just need to pull it out. I use these little clippers to get in there and pull it out, and that works really well. I mentioned before that I don't really like to clip my nails unless I'm also filing them, and this is my favourite kind of file. So this is a crystal nail file. This one is from Montblanc. I do have some glass ones as well, not crystal, and they work pretty well, but I do prefer the crystal. It's just a bit harder and a little bit softer, I feel. It doesn't make any sense. The material seems harder, like it seems more long wearing, and it's a bit gentler on the nails is what I mean by softer. So the crystal foot files are beautiful. You can pretty much file your skin accidentally and it won't do anything, but they work really well on the nails. So that's one of my favourites there. I'll link Montblanc below. You can get cheaper ones elsewhere, but I really like this one and I can't wait to get another one of these. Alright guys, that was my video. Thank you so much for sitting through this. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, a comment, hit the bell notification if you want to see when I upload more videos, and if you have any other suggestions of things that you want to see, leave me a comment and that'll be awesome. I'll do that at some point. Thanks so much guys, bye!